me like uneven concrete. I am as divided as the souls are of Kashmir. You see, sometimes life gives you pictures you can't see with your eyes. These pictures are not meant to hang on walls. They're meant to show you who you become, who you can become if you just listen to the whispers behind the rain and for once stop trying to sidestep the inevitable. Stop trying to dodge raindrops. You were meant to be drenched. These are the moments where you plunge your fingers deep into veins behind your sternum. That is where these pictures go. You hang them on the insides of your ribs because we can never understand them with our eyes, only with our hearts. And until my image finds clarity, until I find a reason for this, I am worn as thin as a widow's veil, one that cannot hide tears, one that cannot paint a face for me. I am clear, concise, and obviously drowning. Sometimes you have to wear the face of an emperor. You have to be ever noble, not contentious, but always graceful. You have to hold your desire to destroy everything in sight, because when everything you thought you knew proves unreliable, more malleable than you can ever conceive, the only thing that will bring you down from this roller coaster of humility is losing your humanity in front of the ones you love most, the ones who love you dearly. You want to scare them into retreating steps and destroy any picturesque setting that feels like it might be lying to you, but you cannot. You must fight this. You must fight this like addiction, like unwanted love. You must consider your place in the universe, your place in time, and it's minuscule. And you've got to leave behind some strength to be remembered by. You've got to leave behind some strength to be remembered by. Sometimes the world is bigger than you can ever be. So count me like passing cars, like prayers, rolled over rows of repeat. How many knees will it take to conquer my demons? Because even as I swallow this reality, there's a me inside screaming, wanting to break out of his cage and rattle everyone like fucking earthquakes and tell them all they're out of their fucking minds. You see, that's my monster. He has to exist for me to think the way that I do. And sometimes, like just now, sometimes I become him in my mind, but almost never in this world. You see, I choose to remain divided in two. Because I'm afraid of aftermath. Afraid of what he is capable of. So I choose to remain divided in two. A wandering vagrant. Begging for grains of salt, but they do not understand the tormented, rising in front of their eyes, all in my face. I want to be heard like a symphony, but someone has stolen my violin and cello strings and made away with all of my brass mouthpieces, reeds, and drumsticks, so I am voiceless, a punctured lung that's trying to bleed, a punctured lung that's trying to breathe, filling with blood. Every time I inhale, just to see how I bleed, I cut myself sometimes. And I can't explain to myself why I do that, but sometimes I wake up and it never really happened.
Alright, that was Yogi getting us going in round number 2. Judges want to see your scores in 3, 2, 1. We have an 8.3, an 8.6, a 9.1, 9.3, and a 9.7. Give him another round of applause. Now, before we call up the next artist, just want to let everybody know, so the next round will just be the 3 top scoring artists with the scores from round 1 and round 2 added together. Cumulative? Or no? Oh, just clean, each round. Alright, so the top 3 scores in this round will move on to the 3rd round. We will be eliminating 2 people, but one of those people will still be making it onto the team, just so that everybody's clear on what's going on. Next artist coming to the stage, please put your hands together. Welcome Lashai back to the stage.
Your lineage was woven with words, spun like a soliloquy spanning centuries. Softly you spoke with the hiss of a history gone sour, bleeding for a truth that would free you from the chains that kept you thirsting for movement. You were the movement that meant nothing to those who held you down, but to those who rocked babies with empty bellies to sleep, your movement is what fed them and they grew. with hate in their bellies, for they saw the way that you had decayed, your colors faded like the watered-down sunrise that left nostalgia into the horizon. And they wanted souls to see your sun rising radiant red, to grow your fields green, to give you white to cleanse your dreams, to wrap your history in black, to take back the 64 years your body has been riddled with remembrance that once you were the silver in the crescent moon, the brilliance of a lone star. Once your dreams knew no borders and your home was not broken like bones in a graveyard. Broken like checkpoint, gunpoint, breaking points, broken like crack pavements, cluster bomb, shrapnel, demolition, rendition, retaliation, restitution, absent justice, vacant, broken like back before military uniforms, broken like arthritic fingers accepting you and food aid, broken like 1967, 92, 2008, broken like earthbound kites that have forgotten how to fly. Hush, children, the time for revolution will come. Now you must hold your mother's hand. Her voice has been swallowed by the sound of wailing sirens, so sing her a melody. She's been housing your hopes in her prison cell symphony. She's been cleaning her gun with heavy hands in the midnight moonlight. She's been crying tears buried beneath the cracked soil of her skin. She's been waiting to come home. My home is the land of milk and honey, but only for those born on the right side of the border. And my people have known barbed wire fences and death traps, but now we wear our scars in the silhouette of a soldier and the clicking barrel of a gun pointed in on ourselves, because we will never know peace at the expense of others, and we will never know security while committing violent acts. My home is a Kassam rocket that fell in love with a cluster bomb. See them dancing mid-air as they fall for each other? I lived on this land for 5 years. Knew hate by listening to the news captions that captured nothing of the millions living as refugees on their own land. My tongue is heavy with the language that my bones cannot remember. And my heart is heavy with the loss that my bones cannot forget. To be stripped of human dignity is a legacy that cannot be purged from memory, yet the state of Israel has stripped us out to strip of the same rights and values it claims to be fighting for. My home is the mother of a young boy. Picked up the soul was wrapped with a bullet. Can you hear her crying like the wailing wall in Jerusalem, weeping tears for the life spent at the expense of U.S. allegiance, and the cobblestone sidewalks with veteran soldiers' boots to carry bloodstains from the west bank to the holy city, not seen by the occupants of the Gaza Strip for over half a century. Yerushalayim shel Zahav, and my home is an empty palm, outstretched as if to grasp something real. I need more than fireworks and bomb shelters and stolen histories and holy places. I need more than all of this to call this land my home.
All right, that was Rashai in round 2. Judges, you want to see your scores for Rashai in 3, 2, 1. We have an 8.5, a 9.8, a 9.5, a 9.5, and a 10. Next artist coming to the stage. Please put your hands together. Welcome Shooly back up to the stage.
So I press start to continue, press start to continue, but beware of what you do, player 1, is why I owe you. The game started off with a blindfolded kid and the sound of drum beats. It was his chest. He was waiting in line as a rifle is taken apart, and so it's pieces and parts of a puzzle piece that he knew how to assemble. He was taught ever since grade 1 to be one with his gun, that after he stumbled the puzzle, his hands were the missing pieces like skin on steel. They told him to be a man, so it's never fear bullets like Iron Man. So I press start to continue, press start to continue, but beware of what you do, player 1, is by you. See, I found myself in a dark room. The sound of drum beats like skin on skin. We were tossed against each other, a game. Kids fighting for survival by grade 2. It's too much to handle, but they told us it was just a game. So I press start to continue, press start to continue. But beware of what you do, player 1, is by you in the battlefield. Found myself in the same beat, louder than before. Bombs. I was a soldier in the sandbox, barely 18, kids fighting for survival memories. I want to forget. See, they told me it was just a game, so I kept playing because we are toy soldiers, made from the given space that we are in. Made in the given space that we are in, toy soldiers, because we are pawns made to... See, we are kids killing people, or maybe, it's people killing kids, blinded by black ops, thinking it's our call of duty to play modern warfare until the drumbeat comes to an end, until first shot, first kill, until I'm behind enemy lines, until second shot, second kill, until I'm still alive, until third shot and chimes up, until the barrel of a gun pointed at me, until fourth shot ain't mine, until 18 years of training so I could die, until my drumbeat comes to an end. So I press start to continue, press start to continue, but beware of what you do, because life ain't a video game, but we still need change to continue, so I'm standing in this space like a soldier. Do you see a killer in these eyes? We've been force-feeding lies. I'm no longer afraid of the enemy. I'm afraid of me. I used to believe that I'd fight for something worth dying for. Now I'm dying for the work of fighting on. See, there is no justice and no peace at war, just pieces of us at war. So let me stand here like a flower in a barrel. Let my heartbeat sound like a soldier returning to his family. Let me pour out everything like raindrops from the sky. See, this is for those kids at war, turned into those evening stars. Give them change so they could hear the music to their ears.
All right,